The majority of the people in position before Jihira jumping up here got the attention of the boss. There is no dialogue, which is interesting. I got Karlik there for that one, the staring up for that one, and then my character Jihira will go after this one up here.
This will do nicely.
What now?
Bloody clever clubs!
I knew about these flowers because when I was splitting the party up and looking around, I noticed those and put two and two together. Healing Pearl, it kind of gives it away.
Into the shadows.
I was able to jump two here from here. The fuck? What happened to my action? My bonus action. I had two. I used.
Survival is all that matters. Here we go again.
Bloody clever clubs! strong I am one 1,000 of you, you peasant.
Cry about it. Where do I go from here?
After this, I think I'm going to go to the House of Hope, get those gauntlets, and increase my strength. Because I need that for jumping.
Have to keep going.
What about her? She's not dead. So, what does that mean? Oh, that's funny. Double tap. Oh, it's funny. Well, that is literally useless to me. But that was funny, double tap. uh,
Do what must be done. Never a dull moment.
well, I want to know what's down there. Death, really? Is that it? I guess that's it then. Either it's still in her. I'm gonna come and have a long rest anyway. So.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Then thou must this is the price.
Well,
By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay, long rest time.
Jahira, Boo is trying his best to explain, but I still do not understand your anger.
Do not hide behind your hamster, Ranger. You do not understand because you do not listen. We were the first to discover the cult. And if you had only waited, we might have marshaled our numbers and...
Good does not wait for evil to button up its breeches. When it offers buttocks for the smacking, Minsk and Boo greet cheek with hand.
That sounds like a fun evening.
It is well that Boo's innocent ears still ring from all this shouting.
This mess falls on our heads, Minsk. The city under siege, its people poisoned by the cult. It all might have been avoided if you had just put your feelings aside and listened.
Or the trial would have ended there, instead of leading you to Ketheric, the Prism, me.
I have seen too much to believe destiny has taken our side. Blind luck, perhaps. The point remains. You meant well, Minsk. But you exposed the city to harm. You helped the cult spread. And worse, perhaps than any of this, you forced me to leave you behind.
But this is where Minsk falls short of the understanding, Jahira. What else is a berserker for, if not to charge into danger ahead of his Waklaren?
Wiglaren? Minsk, I am not your witch. You are not my bodyguard. This is not some high lodge of your homeland.
Boo agrees you're a queer kind of witch. But this city is a queer place. And Minsk,
That's
you may have
strange.
noticed, is sometimes strange himself. The titles matter not. Only this. When Minsk does as Minsk does, and charges in to make a mess, Jahira does as Jahira does, and finds a way to save us all anyway.
Which I don't know why they don't use the word strange anyway! God, I hate that. If you're gonna use a word, then use the word strange, you fucking morons. Oh, God, I hate fucking humans. Oh, that's actually kind of sweet.
Oh, I fight alongside fools.
You hear that, Boo? We fight alongside the Waklaren again.
I am your friend, Ranger. I am not your witch. There will be no ointments or healing balms.
Not even for Boo?
I don't like getting caught between the guild and the Zentarim. You always make enemies when you take sides in a struggle like that. And in this case, they're enemies we might not see coming until it's too late.
Hardly the noblest conflict we've encountered, but criminals will have their squabbles, even in the looming shadow of utter annihilation.
What's on your mind? Really? Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
The cub speaks.
Cub?
Not so much a term of age or affection as simple old habit. You object?
Not so long as I get to call you Crow.
The cub and the crow. Sounds like a cautionary tale, as it probably should.
I'm thinking I might take out a Asterion for Lae'zel and go to the House of Hope. Don't know.
Is something burdening you?
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring.
Ready and waiting.
I really wish you could have wings. Especially for skills like flight.
Let's talk.
So like Divinity Sin 2 with Polymorph, there's a thing where you can get wings. That's neat.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
Actually, if I'm going down to House of Hope, I might need Shadowheart. I'm thinking I might take out Jaheira for Shadowheart.
The cub speak. Call and I answer.
All's well that ends. Not as
The
bad
cub
as-
speaks. You're sure?
I want Carla because she's going to the Hells. And need a Asterion for lockpicks and that. And also that mace for
All's well, I
healing.
hope, aside from the obvious. All right.
I'm not really planning on trying to take down Raphael. I want to get the gauntlet first, get my strength up.
My faith will guide me.
No time to rest?
Oh yeah, gotta use my pack weapon. Speak with animals.
Have you seen Auntie? I need to find her before they come back.
Auntie has my baby! Where is he? Where is my baby?
Still breathing.
It probably would have been better to kill these guys.
Bloody hag. My rooms are a kip. And the smell. Well, if it isn't the hag killer, if you're here to see how I am, don't. My crew has been acting like I'm bloody made from porcelain. I'm this close to kicking in a few teeth, just to show I've still got it. The hag must have worn half my wardrobe.
If you're here to complain that the booze tastes like piss, I know. Anything else?
Is your captain alright? I saved her from the hag.
Aye. And I didn't lift a finger to save her. It was like I was stuck in a fog. My mind addled from every direction. All I could hear was a voice telling me the captain was safe and well upstairs. Gives me the willies just thinking about it. Captain said you're one of us now, so far as I'm concerned, you're part of the crew, mate. Welcome to the Maid.
On my way.
Plumbing.
Yes, but you do go down in history if your citizens die.
It's much safer this side of the city walls.
There'll always be an excuse. Anything to keep us in our place.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
So full and happy.
She's dead, isn't she? Ethel is dead.
Yes, finally.
Yes! Fuck you, Ethel, you miserable old bat! Fuck you for telling me I'd be an awful mom. That was nothing but a pregnant half-wit. Oh, and the girl? You saved her too, right?
Sure did. All in a day's work.
Thank the gods! Oh, they say revenge doesn't fix anything, but damn does it feel amazing. Thank you.
I prefer my thank yous to be of the coin variety.
Of course. Here. Because of you, I'll finally be able to sleep with both eyes shut. Thank you.
Do it!
You'll be born any day now. I can't wait to meet you.
It doesn't look like any day to me. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the barracks and see if she has anything to say about.
Raven guards badly hurt.
Forgive me, I have the most pounding of headaches. If you have any issues, one of my subordinates will see to you.
I'm afraid I have a dozen crime reports to organise. Kindly wait outside.
I did their job for them basically, and nothing. Should I do that or go do a stereo?
There's more flaming fish on the streets than ever. Maybe they'll whip the place into shape.
They're too busy visiting mamsells, guys and gals.
They do that quite a bit, don't they? It's a shame.
Damn shame.
I don't know what I should do.
Gortash isn't going to find out about this, is he? Don't fancy the look of those prisoners.
A chin.
I felt horrible about that. Could barely sleep for a 10-day.
Flowers are so overrated. They're bright, gaudy, and almost never make good poisons.
I used to be the scourge of the hells. Now flowers can make me cry.
Each their own, I suppose. Although...
What's that? That might be worth a look.
What a day.
Come on, let's go. Still in control. Just.
Hey ho.
Hey ho.
Making me sweat.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Let's get going. Can't give up now.
Oh. This is here.
Do you ever think we should have had another one?
Doesn't matter what we think now. It would have broken us back then.
But if we'd only made the effort.
These boots have seen everything.
Okay. I know, love. I think about it too.
I swear, this fist is just trying to provoke me, but I'm not gonna fall for it.
These common folk need to learn to respect authority. Good thing I'm happy to teach them.
We've got a job to do. These goods need to be delivered.
Pantella's in a mood. Don't get in that fist way when she's in a mood.
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are enjoying the city.
We can't deliver our goods to the docks. Why?
It's a restricted area.
The only moment you're living in is this one. We'll have the next one when it comes.
Sorry. Can I go now?
You can go when I'm through.
See now, clearer. Why here?
Gentlemen, who may venture where he pleases. It is you who must mind where they go. And do not forget it.
Oi! Stop a moment. Right. You look harmless enough. The commander keeps an open house, so you may pass.
Thank you, noble sentinel. Why does it do fire damage? Oh.
I'm not a centipede. I'm a guard.
Make a habit of just letting yourself into people's homes, do you? My mother's not here, if that's who you've come to see.
Who's your mother?
So you're not here to see her? Who are you then? Is a bold thief who would just stroll into the druid Jaheira's home? Still, time to turn around and go.
Wait, I know Jaheira. I've just returned to the city with her.
She's alive? Who are you to her? A harper?
Allies. We fought General Ketheric Thorm together.
General? We'd heard of the cult army heading this way. I assumed she died trying to stop it. But she's alive. Everyone! She's alive! Bring her here so we can kill her. look.
So I just took her out of my party too.
Well, hello. Let's prowl with ease. A very big pocket.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Next one when it comes.
Ah, to the left. Oh, might as well bring the hero back.
Copper for your thoughts? Oh, come on. Oh. The cub speaks.
I met your family. Rion is rather keen to see you.
Ah. You've wandered far in my absence. And now you come to march me to the gallows, is it? Come on, then. Likely you have some pointed questions. But you shall have to get in line behind my dear, dear daughter. The cub speaks. As you wish.
I'm gonna save House of Hope for a little bit later, I
What a
think.
surprise.
Ah, Mahler's mark, an ambush.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Smells it too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home. A sending spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaheira's only message contained in all this time she's been away? 7.
Met gorgeous hero out in Shadowlands. Is Shadowlands one word or two?
If you are trying to help me, please stop.
The message went, I'm sorry, you know what to do.
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one. We've come to take the fight to the cult. Which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved her, so tell me. Are we all doomed?
You should just really listen to your mother.
Oh, the one stern parent is quite enough, thank you very much.
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Have mercy, sister. She's old, after all.
So old!
Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother? That is how you go about talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots. No arguing. Just tell me you're well.
I am well.
And Minsk?
Huh. Back to himself, for better or worse.
Good. I owe him a kicking for showing Fig how to throw hatchets. So, this cult. What's our plan?
I'm not fool enough to think I can change your mind. But if you're staying, I don't want you taking up arms. There are other ways to fight.
Really? Like what?
There are refugees outside the walls. They need protection.
You shame me. In all our hunting, I had put them from my mind.
Right. Leave them to us then. If we can't get them past the checkpoints, we'll at least make sure they're watched over if it comes to fighting in the streets. If I have to stay home and babysit, then it's your job to make sure there's still a home to look after. Take what you need, and we'll do the grand reunion when you come back for good. So, lovely as it is to have you back, Mother, go away. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Commander. Wait, one more thing. There are doppelgangers on our trail. One even went so far as to steal my face.
Huh. All right then. If you turn up looking for hugs and kisses, I'll be sure to shoot first.
That's my girl.
Felices. Bad soil? I take no responsibility for your plants. You know I'm more of a mushroom man.
You've let my study turn into a thicket. Is this what I am hearing?
I tended to it. I just let it thrive in its own independence. You know, same way you raised us.
I raised you to be a sweet and kind boy. What happened?
I watched what you did instead of listening to what you said. This house has taken in a lot of children over the years. Mother dear was sometimes more commander than, well, mother dear.
Absolutely no comment.
Ha! You see? This one is well trained. I have no need for you anymore, faithless boy.
Oh, save your fangs for someone who thinks you might actually use them. I've only ever seen her truly angry once. We were down the market when I was about 9 years old. Some merchant started in with the usual. Yes, but where's your family? Whose son are you, really? When Mother was done with him, well, let's say he won't have any sons of his own to worry about.
Nature's law in action.
Now, of all the characters, I really like Jahira. And that armor really suits her, I like it. I'm gonna have to look this up because I have no idea what item it would be.
coming along nicely there, Floki. Good, strong roots.
That's curious.
A fine day to you, sir. Are you known to this court?
One of such evident breeding as I, of House Fluffington, needs no formal announcement.
Sir Fluffington, an honor to host you in my manor.
Jessamine discovered an old family tree in my study. We haven't had a moment's peace since.
Tetherian nobility. You might be royalty, Jaheira. You don't want to be queen, of course, and Ryon curses too much, so it would have to be me.
Careful, girl. They have a habit of taking against tyrants there.
Huh. I'm not a tyrant. If anyone calls me one, I'll have Fig chop their head off.
Next one when it comes.
I hope you were hibernating, little cub. I can't think of another reason you wouldn't come down to say hello.
Jaheira! I didn't want to see if you were really dead. They said...
Who said?
Jord and Ryon. They didn't think I could hear.
You little sneak thief? Well, they were wrong. Look! Not dead. I just... had a few adventures. Like,
She tried to kill me, for one.
never planning on letting that go, are you?
I fought alongside a warrior angel.
No, cub. She does not mean me. Now, cub. Solitude is a wonderful thing, but not too much. Come downstairs and fight with your sisters.
Wait. Here. I was... keeping this safe.
My Harper pin. Oh, was a certain little sneak thief playing down in my sanctuary?
No.
More doors than most. Come down to my study and see if you can figure it out.
You three have been guzzling the water.
Pay no mind to those. You're probably safe so long as I am here. But if you do not trust me, take the weight from the pressure plate there.
The orb casts glyphs familiar to the druid of ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment.
But, better to stick close, eh?
The orb casts glyphs familiar to the druid of ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment.
The only patch of wilderness this city permits me. There ought to be supplies here to aid us.
I bring word of gnomes. Gnomes in the sea. Down by the Blushing Mermaid, there's a stink of something fey. Smell of arse, too. But boss doesn't care about that.
There's been killings in a holy place. Stinks of incense and blood.
The Archdruid's eyes and ears have fallen away in her absence. I'm training new ones.
Bet I can crack that open.
Keen eye. But if it's supplies you seek, weapons to aid in our fight, you won't find them behind that door. There is nothing back there of worth to anyone but me.
Just like an old dragon to hoard the best of her stash.
Not a wild shape I have mastered. Just yet. On my word, all you will find inside is dust. And the moldering keepsakes of a much younger woman. But then, perhaps I make too much of this. How can I beg privacy when I was not half so trusting on our first meeting? Pass then. Go on. See what it is a foolish old Harper thinks worth hiding away.
Rite of the Timeless Body. What's that about? I'd best ask Jahira.
A gift from my husband. I've had to renew parts over the years, but the heart remains the same as the day he gave it to me.
Oh, sweet. She'll definitely be having that.
Watch your elders and learn.
Nine to 14. 9 to 14. The same. That's a rare, and that's a very rare. And the identical damage? Ugh, seriously, what is the fucking wrong with this game?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
The cub speaks.
I found a strange scroll in your sanctuary. Something about a timeless body?
The threat of spanking never kept the children from poking through my things. Why should it deter you? It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. In greener days, I might have been strong enough to do it. I might be yet, with the right preparations.
So you plan to do it?
I make no plans. Only contingencies. Do not look at me like that. I have been content to see the span of my natural years. A privilege far too few in this world can claim. I do not speak of clinging to life for its own sake, I just look back on that life's work and I wonder, is it done? The dead three plague the world still. The city still falls prey to small minds like Gortash or lost souls like Orin. It is every Harper's hope to be a light that drives out darkness. But I've lived long enough to see so many of those lights burn out, while the shadows cling stubbornly on. Knowing that, isn't it our duty to burn on if we can? To fight for as long as we are able?
I wallowed in darkness for too long. If I could extend the time I have left in the light, I think I'd take it.
Perhaps. But if the darkness is really going to swallow everything as you Sharon say, it should at least have to work for its supper.
Would you live on at any cost?
In truth, I had put this ritual from my mind. Until last light. Trapped in that darkness. I turned to my research again. What if I was a little stronger? As fast as I once had been. Then you came. And made the question moot. But I kept this. Just in case, I told myself. A final resort. Perhaps you were not the savior you seemed. I had learned better than to think of life as some simple tale after all. There is no guarantee of happy endings, or true heroes. I believe that still. But when I look on all that we have achieved since, I wonder perhaps it is not heroes we need. Only people who are willing to try. I do not know what manner of story that makes. But I do know that without an ending, it would be no story at all. So I will accept mine. When and however it comes. As for this city story, well, that is entirely your problem now, Cub.
I'm honored you think of me that way.
Ha! Do not thank me for slinging a weight around your neck. I might start to feel bad. I do mean what I say. But I am also a Harper. In every honeyed word, there is a hook. But I do not plan on going anywhere just yet. And besides, you still have a tadpole in your skull. You are almost certainly going to die first.
Why didn't you tell me about your family?
I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, they had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice?
Admit it. You were just afraid of Rion.
Of course I was. You met her, did you not? The girl had opinions before she had teeth. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Rion turn her ire on us both.
One day I'll catch a break.
Perhaps you... Or yourself, George. Mother's vines are looking a little weedy.
Run amok. No lesson heeded.
Commander!
Spare me your salutes, guardswoman. You let us slip right past you.
Did not, Commander. Smelled you coming. Your friend, too. Druidy smell.
Such keen senses. I suppose you're up to keep guarding them all while I'm away.
Can I have a real sword?
No.
Fine.
Thank you for looking out for her. Now bring her back alive. She's too old for any heroic death nonsense.
I'm gonna bring out Gale.
The cub speaks. You're sure?
Yeah.
A hero of legend, passing the figurative torch onto us.
We'd best not disappoint her. The thought of a scolding from Jaheira's ghost is not one I particularly relish. With...
Quite ready for you.
A man cannot stroll the thoroughfare without being assaulted by...
It was just a pebble.
I'm gonna make a new video. It's been an hour.